Welcome back to Meme Senate. I am Stan, speaker of the memes, and today we have a fresh new look at some memes that we put together. Of course, we will need a score of 21 in order to pass a meme. If it doesn't pass, then we will put it back where we found it. With me today, I have Senator Minnie and Senator Nevetz. Alright guys, take a good look at this one. It says who would win, Mormon Freegan or Manfree Ganmore. Just collect your thoughts and then
That's a lot of information to take in all
yeah,
at once.
I'm gonna give you a little bit of time here, but Minnie, you go ahead when you're ready, of course.
I mean, they're both so powerful.
I don't know. That one, I think that one's gonna be at least a 7. No, I'm sorry, I retracted that. That one's gonna be a solid 8.
Okay, Nevetz?
I think I'll give it that 7, actually.
7? Okay, I think I'm gonna give this one a 7 as well.
So that means it gets a 22 and barely passes.
Correct. So, Minnie, why'd you give it an 8?
Cause it literally, this image just made me think, what the fudge did I just look at? Like, this legit just made me think, what am I looking at? What did I look at? And before you even showed this meme, I was just like, what am I going to look at? Never did I imagine this.
Oh, jeez.
But I think we do need to settle who would win this fight. Who would win this round
Fight.
to cuffs?
Definitely Manfree.
Oh,
You got money
yeah,
on
wow.
Manfree?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, he's
I
got more of the
double
straight
down on that.
eyes.
I mean, look at that, like, power healer he has going on. Like, that
He
alone.
kind of looks like a
That alone.
Pinhead Patrick at the head too. So
Hey.
yeah, I got money on Manfree.
Now, I wouldn't doubt Mormon over here. He may got the crazy eye going on, but he knows how to play, you know?
Mormon Freegan kind of looks like Hanson Squidward. Like, he got them cheekbones, and he's like,
I don't see it.
I gave it a 7, because, I mean, look at it. Mormon Freegan, honestly, just, yeah. I don't even think it's about the fight at this point. It's just the fact that we got two beautiful characters out of this.
I would also like to point out that the top text isn't even centered.
True. So yeah, this meme passes, definitely. I'm happy about that, I would say. So let's move on to the next one here. Okay, Kirby wants you to drink some chalky milk.
I
Minnie?
know who put this one in, and I bet you he's sitting right to my left.
I
this
admit
is
nothing.
this is a Nevetz
there's-
meme.
There's no
This might be a minty meme.
there's no
Fresh.
no evidence as to anything.
All right, well, I want to hear your score first.
I mean, I'll give it like an 8.
Oh, you're gonna give it an 8? I think I have to agree and also give it an 8.
I'm gonna give it an 8, but only because I had to look further inspection. The RP stands for rating pending. That's why I gave it an 8.
That means this meme is approved with a score of 24.
So the meme passes.
The meme passes.
Minnie, let's start with you.
It's the Kirby. I know it's like Kirby doing like the superhero stance where he like jumps off the building and he's like popping the stance.
Round pounding,
But
right?
it looks like this back arm is about ready to just like friggin' punch you, while the other one's like, here's some chalky milk, drink it.
Honestly, it's more like a hostage situation where if you don't drink the chocolate milk, you're gonna get punched by Kirby.
Honestly, I would play this Kirby game.
I mean, we all know that the goal of the game is to keep your chocolate milk level steady. You know, there's maybe like a couple refill points throughout the game, but like you get hit, and like a little bit splashes out, and so like you just gotta like avoid all damage and like keep the chocolate milk, and then like the end of the level you like give it, but like it breaks the fourth wall and it just like presents it to the screen, and you know it's like Wonka vision. You can like reach in and grab it. That's why the rating's still pending. They're trying to figure out like what kind of rating Wonka vision would have. Sakurai really outdid himself this time.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay, so I think we've all talked about this. Just want to recap on it. The rating pending. Okay, yeah. All right. Okay. Me shouting Alexa directly at the device. Alexa sleeping, and then me in another room softly saying a phrase that vaguely sounds like Alexa, and Alexa's wide open and awake. Nivets, go ahead.
I'm kind of torn between a 6 and a 7 for this one. I think I'm gonna have to give it a 6.
6.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna have to give this one a 7.
All right. I think I'll give this one an 8, just to
That
push
means
it over the
it's-
edge.
I'd say this one does barely pass. It is at a 21.
So the main passes. Minnie, go ahead.
We have 2 Alexa devices in the house. Sometimes the device will trigger itself. That has happened. I've been listening to music on it, and it'll trigger and stop the music, and I'm like, nobody said anything to you, nobody wanted you, just play the music, Alexa. And then other times, I will be in the other room, say something vaguely that sounds like it, or I will even say the trigger word. The one in the family room will not awake, but the one in the dining room does. And I'm like, Jeff Bezos, we could have researched and developed this a little bit better.
I don't know if the use of the SpongeBob was the best here. I think maybe something else could have been used. I don't know.
I
Like,
don't know. I think it's a pretty good use.
not to knock SpongeBob memes. I mean, they're fantastic. It's just, I guess maybe we could have like themed the whole thing maybe a little bit. I don't know.
Okay. I think the imagery works. It definitely works. I mean, there probably could have been a better, like, image for the job, but as for, like, the text, I want to say, like, this necessarily isn't just for Alexa. I mean, I'm sure Google and other stuff, but I know for my phone, I have Samsung, so I have Bixby, and Bixby, look at that, Bixby's listening right now. That's the only time Bixby wants to work, is when you don't want to use Bixby, okay? And so that's why I gave it an 8. Well, okay.
That's actually it. If there's a template already like this, and it's like a guy sleeping, and then there's like another panel where like he's awake,
Oh, yeah.
and like that's what I want for this one. I don't know.
Is it the laser beam eyes?
Yeah, that one. I
Yeah.
feel like that one would work a little bit better, just because I don't know. I would have preferred it here. That's why I think would have pushed this one over to the edge for me.
Now, honestly, I could see, like, a runoff meme with this one, more or less on the context, where it's more like when you directly say Alexa versus when you're in the other room and you talk about the FBI agent and it turns on. But that is a different meme, of course. So this meme passes, and moving on. Found on the University of Florida graduate application page, which is just a simplistic algebra problem. Minnie, go ahead. What's your score?
I think I'm gonna give this one a 6.
Okay. Nivets.
Yeah, I think I'll match with a 6.
I'll go a 5.
That means this one receives a 17 and unfortunately does not pass.
I will point out for anybody that didn't realize that is not the solution
No.
for that.
What would it be? What would the actual solution be?
A squared plus
A
A2.
Oh,
Maybe.
I don't
So maybe
remember.
Before
plus B
you
squared.
give the final answer there, Nivets, just know that if you get it wrong, they will be in the comments.
Yeah, I get that.
Well, he is trying to do some mental math over here. I'm not even gonna attempt that stuff.
Well,
I
no.
mean, legit.
Yeah, A squared plus 2AB plus B squared.
Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Yes. Ridicule me in the comments.
Yeah.
below.
Can we get a solved stamp there, please? Thank you.
Question
I think
mark.
you mean failure. Never do mental math.
No, not even once.
Anybody start with why they gave this a 6?
Solely because it's on the actual graduates application page for the University of Florida. What college wants to? Because we all know this is just a stock photo. You know, the people that set up stock photos might not do the extra step to make sure that the math ends up correctly. But you would think, the secretary or somebody in, the PR team of the university would double check and make sure that the equations are 100% correct. That way students know that they're going to go get a quality education.
But before Nivette starts, can I just point out the key word in this entire thing, which is the word Florida? Florida. I think that explains everything, honestly.
Is that just the out for this meme, Florida?
Please, underline it. Thank you. Florida.
A Florida man made this?
It's fine. At least this is the cover image, not some gator. Okay, I mean, honestly. But go ahead, Nivets.
I will say I like that it doesn't actually tell you what's going on. It's just, the full image and then a highlighted equation that it wants you to look at. And, so, you have to think about it, which I do appreciate. But, yeah, there's just a lot funnier stuff out there, honestly.
Okay, so the meme didn't pass, correct?
No,
Alright.
it did not.
So here's the next meme. Concentrate all your fire on the nearest starship, and then the soldier goes, "Did you just talk normally?" For all those Star Wars fans, you know what's going on here. Nivets, what's your score on this?
Maybe I'll give it a 7, but almost more out of shame that I didn't catch this myself.
It's been a while since we've watched Attack the Clones. I think I would have to give this one a 6.
I'm going to give this... I'll give it a 7.
That means this one only gets a 20 and just barely passes.
Okay, so it does... Wait, did you say passes?
It does not. It
Okay,
barely
yeah.
passes. It only received a 20.
So, Minnie, you gave it a 6. Why?
Yeah, it's kind of funny because Yoda does speak correctly, but I guess it's just not as side-splittingly funny as there is some other Star Wars memes out there.
Right. Nivets?
Yeah, I give it a 7. I mean, I don't know. I thought it was kind of funny just because, I'm almost tempted just to go and watch the movie just to, make sure that,
Scrub to that scene.
yeah,
Right.
it's just, I don't know. I never picked up on that. And so, I guess it's not as much funny as it is just interesting to me.
So I am actually kind of looking at the image a little bit more of that bottom one, and that like smug thug life face Yoda is giving in that bottom is actually kind of funny. Because I was just reading. I wasn't looking at the faces, because he's just kind of like.
Just put a little like shades on them and like boom.
Well, like the shades deal with it.
I gave this a 7 because, I mean, not only did I not catch this, if this is actually real, for one.
I hope this is real.
If it isn't, I'm going to be a little sad. But honestly, of the entire show, you never hear Yoda talk normally once. So that's really what makes it funny.
Well,
really.
You're going to be corrected in the comments if you're wrong about that.
Well, except for this part, I
You
suppose.
can already see the inflood of comments.
That's what people are going to be upset about Star Wars.
That's Sixth Sense. Is all the incoming angry
Okay.
comments.
If I am wrong about this, okay, speaker of the memes, okay, then you can roast me in the comments, okay, please. Hashtag roast speaker of the memes about this.
Open invitation.
Okay, so the meme doesn't pass, which there's a lot of controversy about that. Either way, when you run to the car but have to wait for your mom to unlock the door. The problem of being faster than light is that you can only live in darkness.
I think this one's gonna get an 8 for me.
Yeah, I was going to give it an 8 as well.
An 8?
I'm gonna give it a 7.
A 7? That means this one receives a 23 and does pass.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't even think you need the top bit. I almost just feel like the quote and like freaking Edgelord Sonic over there. That's good enough.
But I think we all have been in that situation. You know, you just got out of the grocery store from helping your mom. You run straight to the car, but you know, it's when like little key fob auto unlocks weren't invented yet, so you had to wait for her to like open up the driver's door and then unlock, and then you load in. We've all been there, and yes, the problem with being faster than light is you can only live in darkness. I feel like we need to like get some guy liner on this Sonic Edgelord, really, really pound in that I'm 14 and this is deep.
I would love the full image of this kid. Like,
Cause this isn't the official Sonic Halloween costume from that Sonic movie, is it?
no, it's just
No?
Honestly,
Okay.
I don't know.
Costume to me.
Nefes, did you already give you a reason?
Yeah, I said honestly,
okay.
like what did it for me was the bottom panel. Like
Yeah.
obviously the caption. I think it did add to it, but honestly, like you could have just given me the bottom caption.
To
I would have
me-
been happy.
I feel like this is the bottom image is like it feels close to an inspirational quote, but it's more like
That's
an
why it's so
uninspirational
great.
quote.
No, this isn't an inspirational quote. This is legit. I'm 14 and this is deep.
But as for the top text, we've all been there. The worst part is when it's either like blazing hot or no, you just got out of the pool, okay, and the concrete is blazing because you forgot your, flip flop somewhere, and you're sitting there burning your feet, or you're sitting in the cold, As for the image, that's just great, okay, just great. So
I think this
I
is.
would almost argue like you're holding something like really heavy you're trying to put in the car.
I
That
don't know.
would do it.
Regardless of how you use this, this is a very well crafted and beautiful meme. I love it. This one's good.
okay, so the meme passes. Okay. Good. I liked your reaction. Girls using the guy filter on Snapchat, and then guys using the girl filter on Snapchat.
I think this one's gonna have to get a 9.
Ooh, 9.
A 9. I'll say why here in a minute.
The vets? I loved your first reaction, so I'm waiting. Oh.
The top image is gonna be in my nightmares.
That's
my
my
sleep
paralysis
paralysis
statement.
statement. I'll give it like an 8, just so we can quickly move away from this one.
I'm gonna give this a 9. So
That means this is the highest one of this episode with a 26.
Okay, so it definitely passes.
It definitely does.
Minnie, go ahead. You had something to say.
I used this filter when it first came out. It didn't help that I was wearing a tank top at the time. Like, I had my hair pulled back into a bun. It deleted the bun. It just made me look like a greaser, basically, in a wife beater. And I was like, I don't want to use my phone for the rest of the evening. But then you would look at all the guys using the filters, and you're like, dang, that virtual female is so much prettier than me. I will never look like that.
The vets.
Gosh.
You can skip to the secondary, lower half image if you want.
So for me, I don't care about like the beautifully edited woman that has used this guy filter. I'm just slowly going into like the actual personal oof on this one.
What is there to
Yeah.
say? Really, I really want to move on now.
All right. And quote, he said, "Yeah." So,
I mean, just such beauty. I'm speechless, honestly.
I do have to say, I'm guilty of using the girl filter on Snapchat. Funny thing, I actually look like my mother.
Well, then I guess it's doing its job.
Other than that, it was just funny. I think the imagery kind of added, especially that first one, mainly. Yeah. So. Alright, I do believe that this is the last one. Yep. So, unfortunately, we are out of memes. So, I thank you for watching us laugh and rate memes. I know we have a lot of fun doing it. If you don't mind to like, subscribe, hit the bell, whatever you do, it would greatly help us out. Other than that, I thank you for watching. So, see you next time.